Yo, what's up, guys? We are Chopped Anime, three of the almighty Chopped Anime. We're back to chop up another anime with you. Tokyo Revengers, episode 22. And boy, did we need this episode. The episodes leading up to this episode, honestly, it was frustrating. It was it was killing me, actually. It was, to be honest, I was having buyer's remorse for Tokyo Revengers. It was getting dragged out. It was getting long. Takemichi seemed useless. Baji seemed useless. Everyone seemed useless, and they weren't getting anywhere. And honestly, I still feel like these are the most useless kids ever. But this episode finally gave me some hope for the show. Uh, I really enjoyed the backstory they gave with Baji. Baji as a kid, his friend, what was it? What's his second in command guy?
Chifu. Chifu.
Yeah.
Chifu.
However,
Yeah, like that backstory honestly brought warmth to my heart. Like that, how they met, why the yakisoba was important to him, how Baji, was studying hard, and how they fought. I was like, this is that made me sad that Baji died. Actually, like I was like,
Yeah.
dang, Baji actually was a pretty dope character, and we don't have him anymore. And it was sad because I was like, since he died in the past, it's no way that Takemichi can stop him from dying. So it's like, dang, bro, like we really lost this one. So yeah, what you guys think?
Yeah, it was definitely a great backstory. Baji was such a great character, and it sucks that we're losing such a great character now because now he's dead. And that's another thing that's important to keep in mind is that anyone that dies in the past will stay dead.
Mhm.
It's not like because people Takamichi, his girlfriend died. Other people, Baji died in the future. Whatever, whoever dies in the future, that doesn't really matter right now. But if you die in the past, there's no way Takamichi can go beyond back there. That's written in the future.
Mhm.
So the stakes are high for Takamichi, and I think he's realizing that now. Anything he messes up in the past will become permanent. So yeah, it sucks. R.I.P. Baji. Hopefully we find out what he knew because clearly he knew something about the enemy here. So we got to find out what happened with him.
Yeah, man. Same here. I really enjoyed getting some of the backstory of the gang. You kind of figure out how it was formed, how you see what that significance of the little purple charm or whatever that was. You kind of got the backstory behind that because that was one thing Mike you mentioned. When Baji died, it was like, oh, he still held on to this, and clearly it was a huge significance to Baji. Yeah, Baji was a real one, man. Like, he's pretty much the reason why the gang started. But it's sad to see him go, trying to keep the gang together, right? Like, it's kind of wild. But like Mayor said, the stakes are getting higher and higher because Takamichi he's running out of time to, impact the past so much that he can be a Toman leader. But I don't know, man. I don't know if it's going to happen. My boy keep freezing up. I mean, he gave a good speech, a few episodes ago that got the people going, It was provocative. But...
Yeah, but like honestly, I feel like the reason I say we needed this episode because he finally accomplished something. Like for goodness sakes, man. And it like the last three episodes, he's just been sitting there panicking. Oh no, this is not how this is supposed to happen. Oh no, what should I do? He's just sitting there relaying everything he knows in his head, but won't speak. I'm like, bro, do something. You are stupid. Like, I can't stand Takemichi at times. Like, he stresses me out because he knows too much, but he doesn't do anything with the knowledge he knows. He thinks he has to go back and be a complete speaking codes to everyone and don't do anything. Baji, honestly, when he died, he kind of frustrated me because I'm just like, he's gonna say Kasaki's the enemy. Tell Mikey, tell tell people that you feel this way. Don't kill yourself. Like, I just feel like these guys. The only reason I give them a pass is because they're 15-year-olds. Now, They do everything else like they're grown men, but these dudes definitely have brains like 15 and 14-year-olds because they're stupid. They don't know how to plan anything correctly. Everyone thinks they have to be the hero. When you just come together, you could solve this problem so much easier. But I guess that's anime for you. You need some type of story. So, but
Although
Yeah.
Takamichi has no excuse.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
He's
I
really
think
like a
he got,
20-something-year-old.
yeah, he's literally a 27. I forgot about that. Correct. All right.
You're a grown adult. And
playing with a bunch of kids.
yeah, he needs to put his mind more into use than his muscle, man, because clearly he ain't got the muscle. I think we all have established this at this point. No matter how much he might think he could impact somebody physically, it's not happening.
Yeah.
He could give a speech, and if that's what he got to do this whole show, and that's how he get people motivated, then it is what it is. But he ain't beating nobody up.
It took too long. So that a lot of people were frustrated about this too. Like, if it weren't, I'm glad it happened in that episode. The episode where he had like his internal monologue at the end of the episode, he finally did something, because I was like, everyone was just so frustrated at him because he just wasn't doing anything.
Yeah.
Like, he was just like staring at all of this thing. Like, he knew what was gonna happen. That's the thing, because he already knows the future. So like, obviously it's gonna happen the way that the future said if you don't do anything. So I really hope in the future, like, he cuts out all this monologue crap. Like, he realizes, all right, he lost Baji, he messed up. There's no time for any more monologues. Anyone that dies now is gonna stay dead.
I still need some more background on why this man is so obsessed about destroying Toman. Yeah. Because, like, this dude is clearly, like, hard on the fact that he wants to destroy this thing that was created. Maybe he tried to join the gang when it first formed, and they said, nah, big fella. It's only day ones over here. I don't know. I still don't know the motive behind Teta, and like why people are so scared of him.
Buddy is clearly a double crosser. I'm still with the theory that he has powers to go back in time, but I heard the best theory so far for why he wants to kill Takemichi. Because think about it, we still have no reason as to why he's so obsessed with killing Hina and Takemichi. Now it might be a stretch, but my sister shared this theory with me. She thinks that in the past, in the original timeline, after Hina and Takemichi broke up, Hina ended up dating Kisaki.
Oh.
But remember, Hina is obsessed with Takemichi, so she kind of like probably ended the relationship because she still loved Takemichi. And that's why she ended up dying, and that's why the same day Takemichi was supposed to die, and he got Akun to push Takemichi in front of the train. That's the only logic, like that's the only theory that I've heard that actually made sense as to why all of this is possible. Only theory. So shout out to my sister.
But like,
yeah, I don't know.
Here's my thing with that theory, right? Like, if he wants revenge on Takemichi and Hina, like, why not just take it out on him? Like, there's something that's involved with the Tokyo Manji gang and Kisaki. Yeah, like it's not a bad theory. Like that type of stuff happens all the time.
Yeah,
dudes.
That's the thing, though. But you have to try to bridge that gap there, because Takemichi wasn't originally in Tokyo Manji gang. Originally, he had nothing to do with them.
Yeah.
So somehow something has to bridge. Like, why is he obsessed with Tokyo Manji gang, and why is he obsessed with killing Hina and Takemichi? Something has to bridge that gap there. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's what I'm trying to still figure out there.
They said in the show that, well, this is what Draken said. He said that Kisaki is just trying to kill everybody close to Mike. That was the reason why.
Mm-hmm. No,
but it makes it. There's probably another reason.
There's
probably another reason.
right, that doesn't make sense because in the original timeline, Takemichi wasn't close to Mikey. The original
Right.
timeline. He had nothing to do with Tokyo Manji again.
Yeah.
So why would you still kill him?
Right. That's true. That is very true.
Right. So that's for instance. So yeah. So this
There's gotta be some initial motive
right.
behind wanting to kill Takemichi.
The girl stuff makes sense, but then how does Mikey and the gang play into it too?
Could be two separate things.
It could be
that ended up just crossing. In the new timelines, ended up crossing hairs because Mikey ended up joining. But it could have been just two separate things that go together now. But
regardless, he's been using members of the Tokyo Manji gang to kill Hina, though. Because the first time she died,
but yeah,
it wasn't necessarily Akun, right?
Right. The first, well, actually, no, Akun was the guy that originally pushed Takemichi, though.
Right. But Hina died before that, didn't she?
Right. Hina died the same day earlier.
Okay.
Hina and her brother Naito. I think Naito might have just been collateral damage because he never even gets attacked ever again. But yeah, so that is the big mystery of this show.
Yeah,
that is the big mystery. I hope people that are watching this show are constantly thinking about that as well, because if you aren't, you're kind of missing a big plot hole in the story. If they just completely ignore that, then that's the hugest plot hole ever in this show. Like, throw the whole show away if they just don't ever address that. So,
and hopefully it's something that makes sense and it's like actually good, right?
I mean, I think the show has been doing a pretty good job so far. I would hope they wouldn't leave out such a big plot hole like that, because like they've been doing good, man. They've been doing good. They've been giving you some times where you have to have some patience and kind of have some character development more, and sometimes they just give you the action. They said, "You want the nuclear kicks? Nuclear kicks, big fella."
The other thing about Kisaki was that it seemed like the future had already gone the way he wanted it to. So why would he even have a motive to go back in the past?
Well, if Takemichi suddenly got this power, however he got this power, like it's a chess game between him and.
That's why he started going back in the past. Like he started realizing that something's tampering with the future. Yeah, it's weird.
It's very weird because like he's still conscious regardless of whether he's in the past or the future, right? Like he's aware of what happened in the past and what's also going on in the future. So right when future happens, he goes back. I wonder if he has the same handicaps as Takemichi does for time travel. Mikey does have somewhat of understanding that Kisaki ain't a good guy.
Yeah.
He doesn't, but he's stupid at the same time, bro. If this dude is behind you, you're about to die because of this dude. You don't really have a good understanding of just how bad this dude is, bro. Like, Draken almost died in the battle that involved Mobius. Like, you're not thinking your best friend almost died because of this guy, and you're letting him be the third commander. Like, it's irresponsible, bro.
I don't know. He said he needed Kisaki for that fight with Valhalla.
Well, clearly he didn't. I mean, the fight ended when he said it ended. So
that's true. I mean, I'm sure Kisaki brought however many people he was supposed to bring in, right? But like at the end of the day, man, the fight ended once,
Yeah, once Mikey gave a kiss to Hamna, it was like, the fight's over now. It's like, okay, I guess the fight is over.
So Kazutora is in jail for at least 10 years. So how far does Takemichi go back into between the past and future? It's like
It's either 10 or 11 years.
10 or
10
11
or
years.
12. 10 to 12. I thought it was 12, honestly, but it could be 10.
So it's
And that's always
likely that,
exactly the same year amount, right?
yes.
It's always the same amount of years, yeah.
So it's likely if he goes into the future now, he might be able to meet Kazutora.
Yeah. Yo.
Things are going to be different now. The
Yeah.
future should be significantly different. Because Mikey is not in jail anymore. And Mikey never went to jail.
The thing is, he has to go back, and then he has to go back like immediately. Like he needs to
Before
make
things
sure
are changed.
Yeah. Like, he has to stay on top of this stuff. So.
Oh, he didn't though, because it just said 2 weeks later. Remember? And then they were at the.
Oh yeah, he stuck around. He stuck around.
Well, we don't know if he actually did, but hopefully he didn't.
Yeah.
Hopefully he's not like, oh, I'm not gonna go back until I become the leader or whatever. That would be the stupidest thing ever.
So that's our evaluation, our review of Tokyo Revengers episode 22. We look forward to the next 2 episodes of the first season. We've been enjoying this show very much. We're glad we found it. Please like, comment, share, subscribe our video, and we'll be back next week with another review of episode 23, Chopped Anime.